Well, hello, and welcome to the Internal Mobility Podcast, where we explore all of the ways for you to reach your potential here at Randstad while also making this giant company a little easier to understand. Today, our guest is Rebecca Rogers-Torino. If you've ever heard the phrase Rebecca RT at Randstad, this is who we're talking about. Rebecca, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me, Chris.
So Rebecca leads our Spherion organization. So let's begin there. What do you want the team to know about Spherion?
Well, Spherion is a division of Randstad, and some of you who've been around a little bit of time may remember that in 2011, Spherion was acquired by Randstad to help improve the real market penetration here in the US for Randstad globally. And Spherion was a big entity back in the day. So if you're in a corporate location in an urban environment or one of our specialty divisions, chances are the brand that you would have been representing in 2011 was actually Spherion. After the acquisition, what remained of the Spherion brand is our franchise division. So today we are in 39 states with over 80 franchisees representing 220 different locations. We provide both general and professional staffing, and we make up a little over 10% of the RUS revenue. So we're a little bit something to be proud of there, and we're growing. So we're expanding all the time, both geographically and into professional divisions. So we have geographic markets available for new franchisees all across the US. And then we also have franchise agreements available for new franchisees in professional staffing, both in IT and finance and accounting all across America. So we're growing, Chris. It's an exciting time to be part of Spherion.
It is exciting, and I'm especially excited to have you here for this podcast, Rebecca, because I think how to become a franchisee is not something that most of our folks know about. And that's the whole intention here. Like, your group could be a potential opportunity for somebody to grow their career. So tell us how that happens. How do you become an owner, a franchise owner for Spherion?
So I think the first thing that we could do for colleagues is to let them know that coming soon on Connect will be a page specific for Spherion. And within that page, we'll have a tab within that page that says, be a franchise owner. So you can go read all the high level information about Spherion, first of all. Then you can go to that tab specifically. But overall, the first thing you have to do is have a little bit of curiosity. Because if you're interested in learning more, there's a tremendous amount of information that you can get from those pages. But also, we have 2 people on our team that do nothing but help prospective franchisees explore the opportunity of ownership. And they will.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Like literally a consultant that will sit down and help you figure out, like, is this for me?
Exactly. And what they'll do is take you through the engagement process. So we have a thorough engagement process that allows someone to walk through all the explorative steps to becoming a franchise owner. It also allows you to understand what the investment would be up front and what the potential return could look like. And we just kind of take you through that process. The prerequisites for us are, we love to get Randstad employees to consider Spherion. In fact, we have several franchisees. Some of our most successful franchisees were at one time Randstad employees. So they made that leap to great success. And some have been in business for many, many years, and some are relatively new. So we've got a nice bookend of that. But those franchisees first experienced sort of a situation that many of us have, which is, why don't I do this for myself? Right? I like to have my own accountability. I want to really grow this business. I want to make my own decisions. And so generally we look for somebody who is entrepreneurial, who has an absolute drive to be successful, who loves to grow their own team and develop others, because part of being successful as a business owner is being able to attract and develop a great team. And then it's somebody who has that internal drive and business acumen to be successful. We provide all of the systems, the process, the marketing, the coaching that you need over all of the different steps in your business career as an owner to be successful. But we're looking for people who are really excited and passionate about owning their own business in our industry.
So I know that somebody is listening to us right now that is very interested in entrepreneurship and is very passionate about Randstad and the work we do. How is it different being a franchise owner versus whatever else that person may be doing right now internally for Randstad?
At the end of the day, what's really different is, first of all, you are the driver of the whole business, right? So today you may be in recruiting or sales or marketing or a regional responsibility for a group. But this allows you an opportunity to really look at your business strategically, make your own business plan, and ensure that you have all of the things that you need to be successful. So you're really ultimately the strategic decision maker for the business. At the same time, you're responsible for execution, right? So every single day you're making decisions about how you're going to align your resources, meaning your money and your time and that of your team, in order to move your company forward and grow. You also realize the benefit of the work that you do.
Mm-hmm.
So the profit flows back to you. And that's a little bit different. We have franchisees who have enjoyed a very wonderful life and lifestyle, and frankly, are wealthy folks today. So there's a reason why they went into business. Some of it was just the passion, but in the end, they've been able to create personal wealth and a legacy for their family, which is really important for many people. We provide a lot of benefits for Randstad employees that are interested in business ownership. We provide them with reduced franchise fees, and we also provide them with startup loans. So if you're worried about, do I have the money to do that? Chances are you could afford to do so with just a little bit of your own savings and a little bit of help from the corporation.
And is that part of the consulting process early on? Like when somebody clicks that button and they sit down with a consultant, that's part of it. These are the resources we have available because you're already a Randstad employee?
Yes, that's part of it. That's part of it. We spend a lot of time helping people figure that side of the equation out. But most important is aligning what are your aspirations and what are you willing to commit to in terms of your own time and your effort in order to be a franchise owner, right? What is your path like in your career? And do we have good alignment there, or is there a disconnect? So it's wonderful. And oftentimes we also see that we have more than one business owner, right, in a single location. So sometimes we have people that partner together to become a good partner group, and over the duration of their time with Spherion, which by the way is an average right now of 15 years. People franchise with for 15 years. So it's a long relationship. The first commitment is not nearly that long, but we just have people that renew their agreements with us because they're realizing the benefits of being an owner. So it's all about kind of, what is it you really want to do? Is this a good fit for you? And then how can we make it happen?
For sure, but I know what you just said resonated with somebody. I'm pretty confident on the heels of this piece, we're going to have a new franchise owner out there that was a Randstad employee. Mm-hmm. Thank you for that. Your favorite Human Forward moment in the last couple of weeks, what has that been?
Well, last week, Chris, we had Spherion's semi-annual planning and strategy session for our Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion Council. Which is a very robust group of folks made up of franchisee owners, our corporate team members, as well as their colleagues, and what our next action steps were going to be this year. And we had a moment to reflect upon all the great things that we've accomplished over the last 18 months. And the list was super long, which I'm very, very proud of the council and all the work of the committees, because Spherion's come a long way in a short period of time in bringing our core values to life through EDI. But additionally, we've had some really great kind of milestone moments. And one of the things that we developed, speaking of franchise development, was some metrics and some goals associated with making sure that our entrepreneurial opportunities to be franchise owners were realized by people of color. And in the last 10 new owners that we brought on, new franchise owners, 6 of them, or 60%, were people of color, are people of color. And so for me, that's such a human forward moment, not only for Randstad, but for our brand, and for ensuring that people have an opportunity from all points of view and all points of difference to be franchisees with our great company. So that was sort of my human forward big item from last week.
That's pretty incredible. So 60% of your recent owners are now growing businesses in their local community, and 60% of them are persons of color.
Yes.
Wow. Congratulations to you and to Spherion and to Humans for that result. And thank you so much for being here today.